Hey, Inner Feminine Beast. I'm Cynthia Stantz, and I am a business consultant, a sales coach, and success mentor to female entrepreneurs. In today's episode, we're going to talk about true wealth building for the female entrepreneur. Let's go. Hey, successful soul. Okay, so in today's episode, we're going to talk all about wealth building as a female entrepreneur. So many of my clients come to me and they are brilliant. They are absolutely amazing at what they do. They are amazing teachers. They are mentors. They are consultants. They really understand how to teach and get their clients results. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter how brilliant you are at coaching if you're not a great businesswoman. Because if you don't know how to make sales, then really you're not gonna have clients to teach. But at the same time, if you don't have the right business model, and if you don't have the right strategies in your business, you're not gonna be able to provide for yourself. And I'm all about creating a business that makes a beautiful lifestyle, not a lifestyle that revolves around a business. Many women come to me with models that really put a lot of pressure on them to make sales. Making sales is not the easiest thing to do. It takes time. You have to build credibility. You have to engineer your celebrity. You have to show how knowledgeable you are, and you have to get a lot of client results so that you can build testimonials. Think about it. Whenever you buy something on Amazon, you can find two distributors that have the same exact product for the same exact price. One has 300 reviews, one has 3,000. Which one do you pick? The one with 3,000. It takes a long time to get 3,000 reviews and testimonials, but I want you to start making sales quickly. Now, once you make sales though, what happens? What is a container like? Very often there are coaches online where they're gonna have these boot camp programs. Lose, 5 pounds in 30 days. So that means they're working with you for 30 days. Well, first of all, that's not really long enough. Can we all lose 5 pounds in 30 days? Well, yeah, we can. I mean, it's not gonna be easy. But even though we can get that result, are we going to maintain that result? Are we going to erase the habits that made us gain the additional 5 pounds in the first place? Are we going to maintain it? That's important. It's not just lose it, can you keep it? And how are you gonna do that? Through consistency and repetition and through being accountable. Accountability is key to your client success. And honestly, anything that is 30 days, 60 days, 90 days is not going to get anybody the result that's absolutely necessary. It's just not, because they're gonna have to unlearn habits. They're gonna have to recondition themselves. They're going to have to maintain whatever it is. And we're not just talking about losing weight. You can learn a business model and it may work the first time, but then when something goes wrong, who's there to support you? Who's there to help you to come up with something different? Who's there to help you pivot and continue to consistently keep moving? Momentum is key, and it's important to have accountability and support. What I highly recommend is not just having a program that's 30 to 90 days, because if you are not getting your clients amazing results, you're not gonna have a successful business. Your clients' results, it's everything, because this is where your testimonials come from. This is where your referrals come from. And this is also why you're doing this in the first place. This is your God-given purpose, to serve and be a solution and to be your client's success, help them and commit to that journey of getting results, right? But also from a business standpoint, if you have something that people are enrolling in every 30 days, every 60 days, that means every month, every 2 months, you have to make sales. You have to make sales, or you're not gonna operate as a company. You're not gonna eat. We need money coming in. So what happens is you're constantly making sale, but then you're like, oh man, time to make another sale. Time to make another sale. So everything in your company is being weighed down by having to make sales constantly. It becomes stressful. You become burnt out. And honestly, your clients can feel it. When you're with them, you're not being present, because in the back of your mind, you're like, okay, I need to get done this session because I need to go make sales. It doesn't feel good to them. It doesn't feel good to you. And it feels needy. You have the energy of neediness, which means you attract people who are needy. When you have the right business model, you choose who you want to work with. You select people that truly light you up. You are going to find people that are in their power because you're in your power, and you're going to have amount of income coming in where you have recurring revenue. So how does this work? It's actually very simple. You are an expert at what you do, I guarantee it. And what you are teaching, what you have lined up in that 30 days, perhaps that 60 days, can be stretched out. You take for granted how much you know. And anybody who's new to learning this needs to learn it again and again and again and again before they actually absorb it. It's not about information, it's about really embodying it for transformation. Think about when you first learned your ABCs. A, B, C, D. How many times did you practice it? You did it when you were 3, you did it in preschool, you did it in kindergarten, and even by then, a lot of people aren't even reading. It's not till 1st grade when you're learning your phonics. And then you're gonna mature and get better and build your vocabulary. And then many of us end up learning a second language. So consistency and repetition is the key to success. And so it's not that you have to add a lot more, it's just really making sure they're supported in implementing and having accountability. Stretch the information out and offer the same information. You can certainly add more, but you can offer this information in a program. A program. I really suggest having a program. Yes, there's many people out there who have successful courses, but for me, think about this. I have an honest question for you, and I guarantee I already know the answer. Have you taken an online course that you did not do shit with? Like literally, it's collecting virtual dust out there. And what did you pay for it? I guarantee you paid $97, $200, most definitely under $997, right? That's that number. That's what online courses are for. And around the $200 mark or so and under, you're like, well, you know what? I'd rather go out to dinner or whatever, it's the same price. It's not a big deal, I'll get to it. It's not a big deal. It didn't cost very much, so you don't have a lot of skin in the game, so you're not committed. You must have your clients committed. That is how they get results, okay? So you wanna make sure you understand your pricing is your positioning. Now also, you wanna stretch this information out, so now you have a program that's anywhere from 6 to 12 months. This is what I really recommend. This is a sweet spot. Why? Because again, your client is gonna be in the container for longer so that we can guarantee results. Say it with me. My clients must have results. Your success relies on your client success. Your client success is your reputation, just like my client success is my reputation. I'm committed to having them get results because my business relies on it, but most importantly, because I promised God that I would. This is my purpose, to serve women so that they can have more freedom, create a bigger impact, make a whole lot more money serving in their God-given gifts. If you have a program that's 6 to 12 months, we're gonna, 1, automatically have better results from our clients, but 2, again, from a business standpoint, what's gonna happen is you're going to increase the investment. I want you to be paid what you're worth. If you have something that's 6 to 12 months, it's easily gonna be a lot more than something that's 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, correct? Yes. So what happens is because even if you have the monthly payment be the same, because there's more months, people are going to either pay in full, and I really suggest that you have a savings. No, I did not say discount. We don't do discounts, okay? That does not sound classy. I'm not discounted, all right? There may be a savings, all right, if somebody buys your pay in full. But what's gonna happen is some people are gonna wanna do pay in full, but a lot of people are going to want to do a payment plan. Your payment plan is then going to create recurring revenue. This is how you secure future income and guarantee payments. This is absolutely key because you can wake up on the 1st of every month. And for me, where we're at our company right now, on the 1st of every month, I am guaranteed. I know that I'm gonna have multiple 5 figures coming in. I have clients that I taught these systems to that have multiple 6 figures locked in. That relieves a lot of pressure. And you can make one sale and know that you're gonna get paid 6 to 12 times. I promise you, it may seem not like a story you're telling yourself, but it is just as easy to sell something that is low ticket in 30 days as it is something that is high ticket in 12 months. The thing is, you're gonna get paid a lot more and more often. And It's really just a story you're telling yourself. It's understanding the energetics of selling. It's about understanding posture, and it's understanding how to connect to your ideal client and to support them, to show them that you know where they're at, what they're experiencing, what their pains are, that you know their desires and where they want to be, and that you have the action steps to help them to get to where they want. By leading by example, by embodying in your power and getting the results that they want and desire. This is how it's done. So when you're in your power, you're going to attract people who want those kind of results. They understand committing, and they understanding that this is an investment, and that the more they pay, the more they're going to commit and the better result they're going to get. So it's absolutely important that when you're building a business model, that you're thinking not only how do I make money now, you're really focusing on serving and getting clients results, because that's going to be where you get all your future sales from. The other thing is you want to make sure that you have recurring revenue. This is key to building wealth. And every single month it goes up and up and up. Yes, it's wonderful to get cash, and I can give you a million strategies on how to get cash injections. But when we're talking about building wealth, it's not just about cash, it's about having future locked in, secured income. Now, the other thing is you have to remember an hour is an hour, whether you are with one person or with 100 people. Now, I certainly want you to be able to help 100 people and to serve 100 people, but I also want to see you getting paid by 100 people. Now, if somebody wants to be with you and work with you one-on-one, that 1 hour with them is the same that it could be with working with 100 people. So you need to understand that this is now your premium offer. Please make sure if you're doing one-on-one work that power of proximity, people understanding the value of getting customized alone time with you is absolutely communicated. You want to make sure that you have different tiers. Okay, so I would love to see you have something scalable where you have many people coming in like a well-oiled machine and you're supporting them in a group setting. And at the same time, you have customized one-on-one work that's for a premium. If you don't have this, now it's time to do something different. Now, not just having one scalable offer, it's really important that you have different containers, you have different tiers. If a client is done a certain program with you, say you have a 6-month program, they go through the 6-month program, they're all done. What are you gonna do? Bye, nice working with you, see you later. No, absolutely not. The easiest sale is a happy client. As a CEO, you are the visionary, you are the shot caller, and it is your job to be thinking well ahead, not reacting. You want to really forecast when my client finishes this program, what tools are they going to need next? What are they going to need to continue to do? Somebody who's really looking to become a master at the craft that you teach, that you're an expert at, they're going to understand that growth is absolutely necessary. It's not about being a know-it-all, it's about being a grow-it-all, constantly learning. And so if you're leading by example and you're continuing to evolve, your clients are going to rise up and evolve with you. Be steps ahead and think about when they finish, what is it that they can go into next that's natural, and are you communicating the value with them? So really coming up with different tiers and even special upgrades. So many women love to be upgraded. You are a woman who loves to be upgraded. I know that. It's just like the Beyonce song. Let me upgrade you, right? Like that's what it is. People like to be upgraded. Do you even offer that? We need to make sure that we're having multiple streams of income, because for me, I have an ascension program. So for instance, in the Spiritual Success Experience program, where I help you to master your mindset, master your meditation, understand metaphysics, and also really make sure that you are becoming a master manifester, this is at a particular level. This is a lower tier level. Then we have our IFB Inner Circle. This is where we put business, consulting, sales strategy, systems, structures, all of it into place. You get my support and you get coaching on hot seats in your business. This is a higher tier. Naturally, a lot of people want to come from one and go into the next. Some people go directly through. For me, regardless, it's multiple streams of income. You can have courses, you can have paid master classes. That is something else. It's making sure then you have your one-on-one work. Perhaps you have a mastermind, maybe you're having in-person events, all these things. You're thinking of different products and not relying on one. It's important to keep with the trends. It's important to understand that the industry is going to always be changing and evolving. Are you keeping up, and do you have multiple offers? Absolutely key when it comes to building true wealth. This is something that I get asked often. As a self-made millionaire, Cynthia, who is your financial advisor? I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't have one, and I don't really plan on having one. The reason is because I know where my money's at. I understand where my money comes from. I understand where my money is saying, and I understand where my money is moving. Money has to move, okay? Money loves a purpose. So it's really important that you become educated in your own money. Now, there are several people that have financial advisors, and that's totally okay. If that works for you, absolutely. But personally, if you ask me that question, I study my own money and I'm in charge of my money. I don't want anybody else making decisions about my money. I take self-accountability, self-discipline, self-integrity, and responsibility in really paying attention to what I'm doing. I know so many women. I am so blessed to have so many inspirational, influential women in my life who I call my colleagues, my friends, my accountability partners. And these are women who are making millions of dollars in cash every single month. You know, I sat at a table the other day where not one woman was making under $250,000 in cash a month, okay? By the way, that's the table you wanna be at, all right? You wanna be the smallest person in the room. You wanna be around people who are really getting it done and seeing it through. These women, 100%, I will say, are successful. They are rich. But here's the thing, when it comes to wealth, I don't wanna be rich, I wanna be wealthy. And so every single time that they're making this amount of cash, why? It's because they are making earned income. And earned income means they have to do the work in order to get the income. What are they doing? They're doing master classes. They are doing conversion events. They are doing some kind of workshop. They are doing webinars. They are doing in-person events. They're selling. Right? They're creating content, they're doing the work. And yeah, we love this and this is fun and this is what you like to do, but eventually someday, do you see yourself maybe not having to work for it? True wealthy women understand the difference between earned income and passive income. How do you have your money making money? For me, it's real estate. My husband and I, we invest in real estate. And for us, it's not about flipping because again, that's getting cash injections. That's getting cash, cash, cash. We want to make sure that we have buy and holds where we have constant recurring revenue coming in through rental. So I make earned income in my business and set up ways to have passive income through my business, but at the same time, take that income and then make it exponential and really scale it by putting it into real estate. Now, maybe real estate is not the avenue for you, but are you taking time to listen to podcasts, to listen to, YouTubes from women who are doing it, who truly are wealthy? Are you, studying and reading that book? When's the last time you asked somebody who is a very wealthy person out to coffee? And yes, here's the thing, you buy the coffee, okay? That's an important little tip. When you're around wealthy people, don't expect for them to buy it. Step up, be her, and offer that. And then what happens is, remember, success leaves clues. So you can just ask and pay attention. It's like a recipe. If you follow what they do, it's not that they're special, they just got up and did it. And I promise you, they failed many, many, many times. It's absolutely impossible to be buku rich and wealthy without having a bunch of hiccups and mistakes on the way. You are gonna make failures, you are gonna fall, and that's part of it. Failure is your biggest teacher. And here's the thing, the cool thing about money is that you can always make more. The thing about time is that you cannot. So stop wasting your time and do something now. When? Tomorrow? No, now. Later? No, now. Okay, now. I always say that, people want to say, oh, waiting for divine time. No. You're divine, so you call the time, and the time is now. Well, Cynthia, I'm waiting to be as confident as you are. That's when I'm gonna do the thing. No. You gotta do the thing, and that's how you become confident, okay? I've definitely had the downswings and I've had the upswings, but eventually it kind of really balances out when you have a bunch of passive income. This is what it means to be wealthy. But this is what I wanna wrap up with, and this is what I really want you to take away. For me, success is so much more than just business and finances and understanding earned income versus passive income and wealth, all these things. True wealth is being a woman who's living in alignment as her higher self, her inner feminine beast. It's the version of you that got it done, that saw it through, and is living the most beautiful, adventurous, sexy, romantic, fulfilling, purposeful life where you serve and you give and you're doing God's work. One of the best compliments I've ever received in my entire life was from my previous mentor. And she said to me, Cynthia, You are the wealthiest woman that I know because the amount of love that you experience and have in your life. And I say amen to that. It's important to be growing and to be learning. But I also will let you know, law of correspondence says how you do one thing is how you do everything. And as you grow in one area, you're gonna see growth in the other. Choose to grow. It is far more dangerous to stay where you're at. Business is a spiritual practice. And so really remember, you can learn the strategies, you can learn the systems, but nothing, no one, no avenue of wealth, nothing outside of you, money, anything outside of you, is not the source of your success or your happiness. Be her. Your energy is everything. And what you put out there is what you'll come back. Act now as a wealthy woman, and you're gonna learn on the outside what feels right for you. Acknowledge it, embrace it, see it through.